Born around 1341 BCE, Tutankhamun entered the world with zero idea he'd become history's most famous teenager. He was the son of Pharaoh Akhenaten, the guy who tried to cancel all the old gods and make Egypt worship just one. Spoiler, Egypt did not love that. So when little Tut took the throne in 1332 BCE at about 9 years old, the country was basically in religious chaos. And yes, he was still losing baby teeth while running an empire. Tut didn't exactly storm into power with a battle plan. He was more tiny king, big crown, lots of advisors. Two men, Ai and Horemheb, did most of the actual ruling, and the first thing they did, hit the undo button on Akhenaten's religious experiment. By around 1336 BCE, they brought back the traditional gods, reopened temples, and told everyone, relax, Amun is back. False alarm. Even his name got a rebrand. He was born Tutankhaten, meaning living image of Aten, the one god his dad loved. But once the old gods returned, he became Tutankhamun, living image of Amun. Same kid, new branding. Ancient Egypt understood PR. Now Tut married young, like very young. Around age 10 or 11, he married his half-sister Enkhsenamun. Was it romantic? Probably not. Was it royal tradition? Unfortunately, yes. Royal family trees in ancient Egypt were more like family circles. Despite being young, Tut did make some real moves. He restored temples, restarted festivals, and tried to get Egypt back on track after his dad's religious chaos. Statues were repaired, priests were rehired, and everyone pretended the Aten phase never happened. It was the ancient version of, we don't talk about that era. Physically though, Tut wasn't exactly built like a warrior king. Modern scans show he had a clubfoot, bad knees, and possibly malaria. So while other pharaohs were riding chariots into battle, Tut was probably like, can someone bring me my cane? In fact, over 130 walking sticks were found in his tomb, which is either a mobility aid or the world's weirdest cane collection. And then, because history loves drama, Tut died suddenly in 1323 BCE. He was about 18 or 19 years old. No warning, no epic last words, no heroic final stand. Just gone. For years, people whispered about murder, poison, and palace intrigue. But today, most evidence points to a combination of infection, injury, and disease. Basically, his health stats were already low, and life hit him with a critical damage roll. Because he died so young, there was no grand tomb ready, so they tucked him into a small, rushed burial in the Valley of the Kings. And then, everyone forgot him. Bigger pharaohs like Ramses II stole the spotlight, while Tut quietly gathered dust for over 3,000 years. History's shortest celebrity career. Fast forward to 1922 CE. Enter Howard Carter, a determined British archaeologist with a mustache and a dream. After years of digging and zero results, he finally found steps leading down into a sealed tomb. On November 26, 1922, he peeked inside with a candle. His boss asked, "Can you see anything?" Carter replied, "Yes, wonderful things." Which is archaeologist for, we just hit the jackpot. And wow, did he. Tut's tomb was packed. Golden shrines, chariots, thrones, jewelry, and of course, the iconic solid gold death mask. The boy king came with serious drip. Because his tomb was small and hidden, it had escaped most grave robbers. So while other pharaohs were looted, Tut was sitting there like a glittery time capsule. Suddenly, King Tut was everywhere. Newspapers, museums, pop culture. Ancient Egypt became the hottest trend of the 1920s. There were Tut-themed dresses, jewelry, and even furniture. Imagine being dead for 3 millennia and then coming back as a fashion icon. Then came the so-called Curse of the Pharaoh. When Lord Carnarvon, Carter's financial backer, died in 1923, people freaked out. "The curse," they cried. In reality, it was probably just an infected mosquito bite. But curses sell papers, and Tut's legend only grew. Today, Tutankhamun is famous, not because he conquered empires or built massive pyramids, but because he was perfectly, accidentally preserved. He's the underdog pharaoh, the short-reign king, the teenage ruler who tripped into immortality. So let's recap. Born 1341 BCE, crowned 1332 BCE, dead by 1323 BCE, and rediscovered in 1922 CE. A 10-year reign, a 3,000-year nap, and a forever legacy. Not bad for a kid who probably just wanted to play with chariots. King Tut, proof that you don't need a long life. You just need a really good tomb. Thank you for joining us on Trust the Dust. If you'd like to listen on the go, look for us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Please like and subscribe.